At Crumpington, a town close to Cambridge, stands a mill. In it, a proud miller has lived there for a long time. He had a bald head, a round face, and a pug nose. He stole regularly, as millers often do. His name was Simpkin. No one dared to touch him, or his wife, the daughter of the town's parson. In fact, Simpkin said he would not marry a lady unless she was well educated and a maiden. They had 2 children, a pretty daughter aged 20, her father and grandfather's prized possession, and a 6-month-old baby. The miller held a monopoly on wheat in the surrounding land. This land included the college called Solar Hall at Cambridge. He ground their wheat and malt. With the men still sick and unable to work, there was little standing between Simpkin and his thieving ways, and his wealth grew vast. 2 students named John and Alan from Cambridge decided to interrupt the miller's thievery for kicks and giggles. They ride in, each on a horse, carrying their wheat to be milled. They knew they had to keep close watch while the wheat was being milled, not intending for a single ounce of flour to be stolen from them. When the students arrived at the mill, they meet Simpkin and make some requests.
Hey, can you mill this wheat for me?
Sure.
Also, can I watch you do it?
Wait, what?
How would Simpkin continue his schemes now? Luckily, he had a plan. The miller snuck out when he had the chance and decided to play a cruel prank.
They're trying to trick me. Ha ha ha! But I'll show them the trick.
Free, the horse ran off into the wild. The miller returned without a word and worked to turn the students' grain into flour.
Some for me. Some for me. And some for them.
When the meal was done, John found that their horse had disappeared. Distraught, the students ran after the ride home, completely forgetting their earlier plot.
I'm gonna get ya! I'm gonna get ya! Watch out! Watch out! I'm gonna get ya! I'm gonna get you so hard! Let's hear it. Get ready! Get ready!
As the silly students were preoccupied, the miller took half a bushel of their flour and told his wife to make a cake with it. It took the students until night to finally retrieve their steed. Tired, they both started to return to the miller. John was worried about how the others will receive their story. People will think that they are idiots for letting the miller have his way. Upon their return, they found the miller near a fire. Since it was so dark, they begged the miller to let them stay in his home for a price.
Please. I have money.
Okay.
Can we also get some ale, meat, and bread if we pay more?
Wait, what?
Let's get this bread!
Everyone ate and drank until they got drunk. The miller's single room was set up with 3 beds, one for the wife and miller, one for their daughter, and one for the students. During the night, the students could not fall asleep because of the family's snoring. I'm gonna go shift that daughter. You know what they say, stolen flower, sexy hour.
Be careful, man! The miller's scary! Woo.
So, Alan did just that. He snuck into the daughter's bed, and before she even knew it, as Alan was doing his thing, John was questioning his life decisions. He was thinking that all the other students will think that he was a chicken, and Alan, just look at him. He doesn't look like a chicken.
I don't want to be a chicken!
Thus, when the wife left to relieve herself, John enacted his plan. He decided to move the baby's crib, causing the wife to believe that her bed, which used to have the crib at its foot, was actually John and Alan's bed. So, when she finds the bed with the crib, thinking she narrowly avoided climbing into the wrong bed, she had in fact fallen straight into John's trap. The two clerks were having a good time until the third rooster crowed. Alan was tired when morning broke. Bye. I have to leave, but I will remember you. Malene then told Alan about the cake made from his stolen flour. Alan decided to go back to his chicken friend John. Like the wife, he thought he almost went into the wrong bed when he felt the crib. I was so drunk, he thought. Thank God I'm sober. He then proceeded to go into the wrong bed. He whispered to who he thought was John. John, you pighead, I did it like 3 times with the daughter and you were too scared to even move. The miller snapped his head around and screamed,
What? Liar, liar!
Not my noble daughter.
Then they brawled. The miller stumbled on his wife and woke her up. Feeling as if the devil crushed her, he was that chunky, she woke up and started praying.
Help Simkin, the students are fighting!
John started to reach for a staff, but the wife knew the room better. She took the staff and aimed for a student, but bonked her husband's fat, bald, shiny head. The clerks then smote him, beating him up. Alan and John got dressed, took their horses and money, and left with their cake. The proud miller was beaten up, lost the wheat he ground, and paid for supper. His wife and daughter got deflowered. That's what happens when you're a jerk.